Claudio, we are very happy to have you today here. So I'm going to ask you some questions from your point of view, as you're studying and studied already, and you were writing a book about Hazara people. So I'm really wondering to hear from you, who is Mazari?
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure, as always, for me to be among Hazaras, to be with you, to spend time with you, and to understand always better new things. For me, Mazari is a revolutionary figure. When I started studying Afghanistan, it was very difficult for me to understand some things, but thanks to the help of a lot of Hazara friends, I studied the right books, I found the right sources, and I discovered about a great leader, a leader whose heritage still inherit the hearts of all the Hazaras. And I think his life, his heritage, his political activities are still one of the most revolutionary things that Afghanistan have ever seen, because his fight for equal rights, human rights for everybody, his fights for gender equality are really fights that have inspired me to continue studying his life, his actions, and I think, as I said before, even if it's difficult to fulfill this kind of important heritage, I believe that Mazari's heritage lives in the heart of every Hazara that are still fighting, still going on, that are fighting against centuries of violence, of genocide, of discrimination. I think his heritage is in every girl that fights for equal rights in Afghanistan, for every girl that fights for education in Afghanistan, for every guy that fights, and for every Hazara person that still is still standing after all these years of suffering.
Thank you so much. And we heard that you are going to write about his biography. So how do you feel, and what are you doing these days that you are still wondering to continue to write, and what do you think?
In these last months,
I will ask once again. Okay, so very good. And we heard that you are going to write about his biography. So how do you feel, and how is everything going on?
I feel very good. I am very happy to have this opportunity to try to write something about his life, his activities, his history, because I feel the necessity that the Western world has to know, has to understand that in Afghanistan there was a leader whose ideas were progressive, were democratic, were for the rights of every girl and boy, and man and woman. And so I think it's very important for me as a researcher, and being the Hazara genocide and the Hazara history my main research topic, I feel it's very important for me to understand better his life, and to give to the Western world, I think, a new perspective, as I said, of a different leader from the others that are commonly known in Afghanistan history. And it's one of my biggest projects. I know it will be difficult because there is not plenty of sources, but with the help of every Hazara people that would like to help me with sources, with stories about him, with photos, with data, primary data, I'm open to every kind of help, and I hope that this biography could help to know his figure and his story better, even in the Western world.
Perfect. And so you are the one who you are not Afghan, and you are today here with us. So in your point of view, how we can introduce Mazari for the foreign countries, for Eastern countries, at least out of Afghanistan?
As I said, I think it's very important to give a portrait of his ideas, because if we think now in 2024 in Afghanistan there is a terrible regime of terrorists that are Taliban, and unfortunately the world still sees Afghanistan as the land of Taliban, but it's important to let the world know that Afghanistan is not the land of Taliban. It's the land of a lot of wonderful people that are fighting and working every day for freedom, for education, for culture and for democracy. And I think that it's very important to let people understand that there is a great space for democracy in Afghanistan, and I think that Mazari's heritage and Mazari's story can help people understand better how things are going in Afghanistan and how it's important to believe in the right people in Afghanistan.
Perfect. And as a last question, that if you will have a message for the people who they are watching and they are following Hazara World, so what do you want to tell for them, for the people who they are watching you?
I am very happy, as always, to be amongst you. I am, as I said before, happy to be all the time I'm amongst Hazara. I feel like one of you, like I am home, and I think this is a very, very good thing. I cannot be more thankful for this, and I hope I can continue sharing, spreading the Hazara history in Italy and in Europe, and who knows, maybe around the world one day.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.